Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be checking out how I did in the Super Skrull arena for those of you who missed last night's KT time, and what score I put up, where did I rank, and also perhaps check out a few things about the Super Skrull. Now, first things first, I did manage to get Super Skrull, pointless to pretend that I didn't. I put up 52.4 million and I ranked 219th. Now, I'm in quite a fortunate position where I do not really have to put in overly large amount of effort to go for these kind of like non-hype 5-star champions, where I can put that score up pretty much playing only my 6-star characters and not using anything else. So that takes about 12 hours total grind time for me. Grind my 6 stars out twice a day, 4 hours each day, and that is it. And that is also part of the reason why I'm going for all of these champions, because it's quite easy to grab them and kind of like, why not situation. In case we do miss something about the champion, I'd rather be in the group that does have him rather than in the group that missed out on him and spends the next half a year wishing you would pull him. Kind of like what happened with Chorus Glaive. Chorus Glaive first round in arena went for like 13 million. And then many people who would have wanted to grind that arena but didn't, spent the next year praying to see Corvus in their crystal openings. Right, so that is always one good reason to do so. And also because I do think, and this is a very funny situation where we have gotten to actually, because clearly Super Skrull isn't blowing anybody away right now. I don't think he's completely awful, but I do think that he's a prime candidate for a small buff, tweak, or rework, like Moleman got, like Terence got, because realistically, outside of having some role on Alliance War defense, I don't think anybody really is going to be ranking up the guy. Now, ideally, I would have liked this guy to be good, because there is a very important under-noticed, under-talked, under the radar aspect to Super Skrull, which I'm going to get to in a moment. But currently, the only proper uses I think Super Skrull is going to get is possibly on Alliance or defense, because I believe he's a large character that would benefit from Protect Global. And that's about it. And that is also currently the only reason why I would potentially take this guy all the way up to rank 5, is if my alliance asked to, if we needed one for defense. Now, since I have a 5-star and not a 6-star, it is quite unlikely thing to happen. And yeah, 5 stars aren't really used in alliance for defense, ideally. They're just kind of like fillers in case you're missing something. Alright, let's jump in the game. So I'm gonna shrink myself a bit. We can see that I haven't actually claimed Super Skrull yet. So here we go, 219th, 5-star Super Skrull. It's going to be a new champion, 406-star shards. Absolutely wonderful. We can jump into the leaderboard if we must. And I don't know exactly the bottom cutoff. I'd guess something like mid-40s. That's more or less what I thought the cutoff also would be. It could be actually lower, because Psycho Man actually fell off quite significantly for like last 50 positions, because not that many people really wanted him. Obviously, I do personally believe that it's a long overdue for a 6-star arena, because as I said, these 5-star arenas, they're nice, they're neat. You get a new champion, which could or could not be good, but ultimately, even if you get the champion, like I got Super Skrull now, and even if he was a great champion, it's a 5-star. Alliance War defense doesn't really want that anymore. It doesn't do anything for anyone's prestige. And unless you're grinding for exceptionally great champion, it probably will have no bearing on your account at large. The thing that I was hoping for Super Skrull, and the reason why I really hope that he's going to be perhaps slightly better than he seems to be, is the fact that he can fit synergy spots for Fantastic Four. And I like a lot of Fantastic Four characters, or more specifically, I find 3 of the 4 Fantastic Four characters extremely valuable. I find Human Torch obviously to be a great champion in the current meta. I find Thing to be perfectly reasonably acceptable champion. I don't think he's like all-star attacker or anything, but with the immunities, immunity nullification, protection, he can put in work. And I find Mr. Fantastic extremely versatile. I don't think Invisible Woman is quite at the same level as the other three members of Fantastic Four. Now, there are many things that I like about Invisible Woman, but let's face it, if I'm going to go in a serious quest, I'll probably not be looking for her kit as much as I am for the others. And my hope was that Super Skrull could replace Invisible Woman by being able to use one of her synergy spots, and then you would also not have to bring in a team that's pretty much entirely science characters. You would have a different class in there, which would make it significantly kind of like more versatile, and this different ability kit that Super Skrull has could potentially serve some very important uses as additional immunity character, as the only character that has access to like external power gain, some other things. But unfortunately, when you put Super Skrull next to Invisible Woman, Invisible Woman is just probably better, better to have. So that's quite unfortunate. I will take up the guy to rank 3. I will do some gameplay. When the new monthly event quest comes out, I always do the uncollected events using 4 stars and rank 3 5 stars. So that is going to be kind of like the place where I play about with Super Skrull more and try to find more of the positives about him, because I don't quite want to bury the character before giving him as many chances as I can fathom to prove himself. But based on everything that I have seen so far, he really does not seem to be like a great or good addition to the contest. Or at the very least, definitely does not seem to be as good of an addition as everybody would hope for. Without a doubt, I'm sure he will have some potential uses, but there will, by the looks of it, almost always be much better alternatives. So when it comes to investing much resources in Super Skrull, again, outside of ranking him for alliance or defense potentially, don't think I can recommend that just quite yet. Could potentially change. He could get some sort of buff, he could get some crazy synergy, or we could find out some crazy rotation or something with him. Or maybe the nodes that come out will heavily favor him. But currently, right now, I cannot possibly recommend other people ranking up the guy. But yeah, that is about it. Just wanted to let you know that, how I did in the arena, what I plan to do with the character, and what you can expect in the future from him, possibly. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you did, hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit all the buttons. And I'm going to catch you guys soon. See ya. Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about